Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pete's Cookhouse. In this episode, we're going back to McDonald's. We're gonna be visiting this time a menu item that they have, which is limited run. It's the spicy honey McCrispy chicken sandwich. Now, again, the reviews online are not the best, so we're gonna do one our way, the better way, and we're going to do two versions of it. We're going to do the version that is kind of like the milder version that you'll find in a restaurant, and we're going to do an extreme version where we're going to have fun a little bit with it. We'll make it hot and spicy like it's supposed to be. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and don't forget to like the video or comment on it and subscribe and hit the notification and all that good stuff. So again, I'll get the ingredients and we'll get this show started. Hang tight. All right, guys, welcome back. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be prepping our chicken. What I have is 2 chicken breasts, and with the 2 chicken breasts, I'll be making 4 chicken patties. So 2 of the regulars and 2 of the extreme. So in order to do this, what I'll do is I am going to cut the chicken breast to size so that it would fit on the bun. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. So cut this thing in half. Like this, and then cut this here, and I'm going to cut this here. So what we have are 2 pieces of chicken that are, fair size, but what we're going to do, we're going to put them in a bag and we're going to smash them out, spread them out a little bit, and send them out so they're going to be a lot quicker to cook, and they're going to fit in our bun without looking funky. So I'll do the same thing with this one here. Cut it in half. It's always a little bit better to cut if you have it a little bit chilled. Like, probably be a good idea to put it in the freezer for about an hour or so. And we do it like this, like that. So save this. Now, so you take your chicken breast, put it in a Ziploc bag, put a little bit of oil in it, so when you're smashing it, it doesn't break the skin. So that, and we do that for all of them separately, independently. Put a little bit of oil in here. That. Put this little sucker in there. And once we flatten them out, there's one thing that they don't do is they don't season the breast really. What we're going to do, we're going to marinate it, and one of the marinades that I like is Italian dressing. It adds that little zestiness to the meat. It doesn't keep it, because chicken can be, if you leave it as is, chicken will be very unflavorful. So we have our 4 patties that are going to be ready, and we're just going to place them here on the board. And I'm going to take my rolling pin, which is right here, and I'm just going to slightly mash it just to spread it out. Sorry if it's loud. I'm going to move it here. So So you flatten your breast. And give it something like this. So that'll be a nice size. It's going to deep fry really nicely, and it's going to give you a whole coverage for the sandwich. So you do that to all of your breasts. And while I do this, we'll add some music, and you guys can enjoy. In there so that when we marinate it, the marinade will go through and go inside the chicken. Kind of like injecting it, but the poor man's injection. So that's done. You grab another clean bag, put your chicken in it, and repeat the process for all the other ones. And once you're done, you will add some Italian dressing to the bag and let it marinate for about an hour. Don't let it marinate all night, especially with Italian dressing, because there's a lot of vinegar in it, and it's going to cook your chicken. It's going to turn it white and very hard, and it won't be good. It's going to be a waste. So do this. Once our chicken will be done and put in the fridge to marinate, we will start on our dredging station, and we're going to be making our breading. So there's going to be two types of breading. Like I said, there's going to be the normal type of breading that McDonald's uses, and our special hot breading that we're going to be making. So now the last one here. That's that. Poke it. Throw this up. Throw this back in here. That's that. And then we are going to add our dressing to the bag. Make sure to shake it. Get all that goodness. Squirt some in the bag like that. Make sure to mush it around. Get all that dressing to go between the chicken and the other breasts of chicken that are in there. And then you just seal it up, and we put it in the fridge. And I'm just going to clean up the area, and we'll come back and make our breading station. All right, stay tuned. Hi guys. Well, I did say we were going to come back and make our breading stations, but I have an idea, or I just got a little brain fart as I was cleaning up. I do have all of this chicken here that's left over, and I don't really feel like throwing away because it's good chicken. So what we're going to be making with this, we're going to be making little chicken nuggets. So, but we're going to form it. We're going to, I don't have anything to mince, to turn this chicken into a paste. So I'm going to cut it really, really fine, and hopefully that works. And we're going to form little patties, like little McNuggets, and then we're going to put in the batter and all that kind of stuff and deep fry them and see how it turns out, right? So, McChicken nuggets 101. So first we're going to take our chicken leftover here, and we're just going to mince it. We're just going to cut it as finely as we can. You do need a really sharp knife for this. Oh, and Jax is now our official taste tester. You'll see him walking around and making sure that everything's okay. And if there is something that he's able to reach, he will test it. He will, he's more than happy to help out. Ain't that right, Jax? Yeah? Okay. You can't test anything just yet. So, again, just mince it, cut it different ways. Just go nuts, right? And the only thing we're going to be adding to this is a little bit of salt and pepper, I guess, as seasoning. Oh, this is getting to be interesting. You need to be a little bit finer. What happens when you mince chicken is that it gets really sticky. So, like that. Flip this, mince it again. So what we're going to do, we're going to form a couple of these nuggets, whatever we have here, so, and how many nuggets we can do. And then before we dredge them, we're going to freeze them. We're going to freeze them for about maybe an hour. Just make sure that they stay together while we're putting them in the breading station and all that. So I will get a pan so that we can form this. And we're going to put them out on a baking sheet so that we can freeze them, right? So let me get the stuff and I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're back. So I have my minced chicken. I have my little sheet here. I lined it up with aluminum foil because I don't have parchment paper. But I am going to layer down a little bit of oil on here so the chicken doesn't stick to it. And I'm just going to spread that around. Make sure it comes off nicely. So, after that, I'm probably going to oil my hands also. A little bit of oil so this doesn't stick. So we're going to use a bit more here, like that. Just form it into what you think is a proper size for a nugget. So maybe something like that. It's been a while. I haven't had chicken nuggets in a while, so. What do you think? Is this a good size?
Yeah.
Yeah? Looks like a chicken nugget?
It does.
Looks like minced chicken to me. Okay, a little bit more oil. That's one. So we're not going to be able to make like 12 of them, but at least we get the idea of how to make them, and maybe we'll make an episode on making like the full 12 box of 12 chicken nuggets here, if it works. That. So we're going to have like 3 of them. Good enough, right? We can test them out, see if they work. Little bonus to the video. Why not make them, with the same theme as the spicy chicken nuggets? Something that McDonald's does not have, I think. Do they
What?
have the spicy chicken nuggets?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Well, maybe they will after this. All right, so we have our 3 chicken nuggets. I'm going to wash my hands. We put it in the fridge. We're going to put it in the freezer so that they get hard. And once they're hard enough, we're going to put them in the breading, and then we're going to deep fry them with the other patties. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, so now we're going to set up our dredging station, our breading station. We're going to do, like I said, we're doing 2 normal McDonald's versions, and we're going to do our extreme version. So what we're going to be using, naturally we need eggs, flour. For the normal breading, we're going to be using, I found this, it's garlic and parsley baguettes. They're dried up. We're going to crunch them up, and that's going to be our breading for the normal breading. And we're going to add a little bit of onion powder to it, and also some chicken seasoning, just because. Why not? The other one, the extreme one, I found these, the Takis Fuego chips. We're going to use that as our breading. So we're going to crush this, and we're going to turn it into a fine powder, and that's going to be the breading for the extreme version of this chicken sandwich. Now, McDonald's also has the hot honey sauce, which we're going to be doing once these guys are going to be going in the deep fryer. They're all going to get deep fried. Once they're getting deep fried, after the deep fry, they're going to be resting for a little bit. We're going to be making the honey sauce, which is very simple. It's honey, butter, a little bit of other stuff there that I'll let you guys know, and it's going to be in the description underneath how to make the sauce. So let's get started. We're going to make the breading and the hot breading also. I already have a little bit that I've made hiding behind here. So we're going to add that, and we're going to make some more. So we're going to add a little bit of flour to this, like this. Get this out of the way. So this is going to be the normal breading. We're going to be using this also for the nuggets. Yeah, we're going to need more. This is the extreme breading. It's nice and red. Probably going to add a little bit more to the heat also with some Frank hot sauce at the end. So yeah, so it's nice and colorful, ain't it? That. So let's make a little bit more, just to be on the safe side. So these are like croutons, really. I found them interesting more than like you can buy pre-made stuff if you want. You can buy crackers and crumble those. Those are always good. It's always a good go-to. So I'm just gonna press this down and then get my rolling pin to finish them off. You want to get this as fine as you can. So you don't want big chunks. You want this to be like a powder form, so you can get a even coating all over. And as you're using your rolling pin, you can use a processor if you want. It's a lot easier. I don't have one yet. So just feel this around and see if you feel any big chunks. If you do, then just keep on rolling. There, that should be good. Dump this in here. Like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So Add a little bit of seasoning to that. And a little bit of onion powder also. It already has garlic and parsley in it, so. So a teaspoon of garlic powder. Garlic powder, not garlic salt. Okay, so once that one is done, we will give that a mix. Incorporate everything together. There. That's done. Now, for the extreme version, this we don't need. I don't know. I don't do well with the spicy stuff, so I'm doing this just because. And I'll be giving this to my granddaughter and her boyfriend afterwards because they like the spicy stuff. So, but you guys can try it if you want. If you like it, then all the best. I'm sure it's going to be good. It's just that I don't tolerate hot stuff. So, same process, rolling pin. Crush these things. So, the Takis will be, the crumbs will be a little bit coarser than the baguette. Baguettes are more like a powder, fine powder. These are more like a coarse salt almost, the size of a salt grain. Oops, stay here. And they're a little bit more oily too, so. But it's all good. It's all gonna be good. Dump that in there. All right. All right, so now we're gonna get our chicken. We're gonna bread them. We're gonna start with the regular, and then we'll move over to the hot. We're gonna be deep frying the regular breading first, and after that we'll be doing the hot one, just so we don't, if there's contamination in the oil, I don't want the regular stuff to be as hot as the extreme ones. So we need our eggs. So 2 eggs. Like that. And we beat them up. Beat them up like they owe you money. No?
No. No.
All right. With that, put that there. Okay. So let's fix our breading station here. Flour, eggs, and batter, and then we're going to put that in there. So let's get our chicken, and let's begin. So the flour is going to stick to this regardless, because it was marinating. So let's grab our first breast, put it in here, give it a good coat of flour all over, knock off the excess flour, put in your eggs, Make sure all the nooks and crannies are covered with the eggs so that the breading will stick. That. Drain it off and make sure you cover your chicken breast with breadcrumbs all over. Good coverage. All right. And we take it out. And we put it in our pan here. All right, so that's one. So let's get the other ones. Repeat process. Flour. This. Knock it off. The eggs. Take that out and put it aside. There we go. Now our two regular patties are done. We're going to put that aside because we're going to be doing our nuggets after with that. Now we're going to be doing our hot version, and I'm just going to use another pair of tongs here. And just same process. Flour, eggs, and now breading. That. So, like I was saying, the breading with the Takis is a lot coarser. So you got to make sure that you spread it all around and you get a good coverage. And then you just take that one off, shake off the excess, and just lay it there and getting ready to go and deep fry soon. All right, our last breast is done. We put it in the pan here. We will take out our chicken nuggets. This one's a little weird one, but okay. So, chicken nuggets that have been in the freezer, take them out, and hopefully this works properly. So having them slightly frozen actually works a little bit better, but you still have to be very careful because they're not completely frozen. Where's my spoon? And you don't want it to break while doing this process. Right, I need All right, so first chicken nugget. There you go. Go there. that went well. Third McNugget is done. So this is ready to go into the deep fryer. I will go heat up the deep fryer, and I'll meet you guys out there. All right? Thanks. All right, guys. So while the deep fryer is getting up to temperature, we're going to be making our hot honey. So what we're going to be needing for this is quarter cup of melted butter. We're going to need a quarter cup of honey that we're going to pour into here. After that, we have 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, a quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a quarter teaspoon of coarse salt, like kosher salt, and also a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. So basically, we just incorporate everything into it. Right now, I'm just going to put a quarter cup of honey with this. So basically, once you have it at half a cup, that's where you're supposed to be. Close that up. Let's give this a mix. So once this spicy honey is done, you can save this up to 2 weeks in the fridge. Just put them in an airtight jar, and you can use it on any other stuff that you want. So we will incorporate the garlic powder, the cayenne pepper, the smoked paprika, and the smoked paprika is the key ingredient for this. It makes a big difference. And the quarter teaspoon of salt. So mix all of this together until everything's nice and incorporated. So we're going to be splitting this batch in half. One will be the regular hotness for this, and the other one we're going to add secret ingredients. Frank's Red Hot. We're going to spice it up a little bit more. So this is all nice and mixed up. This will be our hot honey. And I have 2 little jars here that we're going to be dividing. So this will be the first one. It's going to be for the adults, and the other one's going to be for the kids. Because, you know, they always like the hot stuff. There. And so for this one, open up the bottle, brand new bottle. Give this thing a shake. And a couple of drops like that, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a spicy person. So I'll just incorporate this to that. And we get rid of this. And this guy will be our extreme hot. There we go. Leave that here. And now, that's a nice little sauce right there. Okay, so now we go outside and deep fry our patties. All right, guys, so our oil is up to temperature. We're going to be putting our regular chicken breast in with the regular batting, or regular breading, I should say. So you always want to put it in away from you so you don't get splashed. Keep an eye on it, and we'll keep this thing moving, and we're going to keep an eye on it. It's looking good. So we're going to put the second one in too. Just because we can. If I can get a grab a hold of it here. There you go. So, there you go. So like I said, keep an eye on the temperature. The fact that it's golden brown is all nice and dandy, but you want the internal temperature to be no less than 165, right? So at 165, you know that your chicken breast is fully cooked. And that's why a meat thermometer like this will give you exactly the temperature of your chicken breast. So let's pull them out. Let's look at the first one here. First one is at 185, 195. So this one is done. This first one is done. We're going to pull that one out. We're going to put it aside. Oh, that's gorgeous. So I put it in the tray beside me here. That tray is basically like a mesh basket. So let the oil drip. And this little guy here, I'm going to check the temperature on that one too. They're not going to take long because they're really not that thick, right? So this one is at 162, so a little bit more. And after that, we're going to be doing our chicken nuggets. And once the chicken nuggets are done, we're going to be doing the hot ones. And it turns out that I have like a little hot one chicken nugget too that we're going to be doing the extreme. I just cut a piece off that was a little bit too big from the patty. And we're going to be using that as a chicken nugget. That is nice and brown right there. Let's check the temp on this. Oh, that is nicely done. Beautiful, crispy brown. All right, so we'll take that one out. And now we will dunk in our chicken nuggets. Careful not to burn yourself. All right, guys, so now we're at the part where we're going to build our sandwich. We're going to be using naturally lettuce, tomato, the McDonald's non-mayo sauce, which basically all it is Miracle Whip. We're going to use a little bit of that. Two different types of buns we're going to be using. We're going to be using the brioche bun that we used in the previous episodes. I like this. We're going to be using that for the normal, like McDonald's style, hot, spicy chicken version. And our version of the hot, spicy chicken with the Takis, we're going to be using a croissant bun. So we're going to be toasting them because I'd like to have a nice toast to it. It has that little nice internal crunch. So we're going to be putting our bun on this little grill. Gets a little bit of color on this. And once they are nice and colorized, we will build. So we have all the ingredients here. We have our mild honey dressing that will go on top of the normal ones, and we have the a little bit more spicier ones with the Frank's Red Hot, and we are going to add some extra Frank's Red Hot to that one too on top of it. So let's check our buns here. They're starting to do their thing, and we have our little McChickens here, or not McChickens, but our little McNuggets that we're going to be plating also. And that's that. All right, so these guys. Okay, this has a little bit of grill to it. Good enough for now. Get these guys going too. Now, the bottom portion of both will be the non-mayo mayo, which is the Miracle Whip. So, we'll do this. There's the lid. All right. little bit of that. Like that. I'm going to spread that around. All right. That is one. Now, we take our patty. Put that one there. Put our hot patty. Put that one there. Now, this is where the honey comes along. We will give it a good shake, and we're going to drizzle it on this one here. Make sure you get a good coverage all over the place. Like that. This one we're going to add a little bit of Frank's red hot sauce on it. Just a little bit. This. Then the hot honey, which is a little bit hotter. And then we add this to it. Like that. Then we add our shredded lettuce. Go on top here like that. Our tomato. Same with this side. Do that, and our tomato. And we add a little bit more of non-mayo sauce to the top lid. Give it a good spread. Put the lid on. That is gorgeous. This one here, the extreme version. Now, these are beautiful. We will do this like that. Do this like this. Let's not forget our nuggets. And our nuggets, what we're going to be doing, we're just going to drizzle a little bit of the mild honey on it. That. That right here is our version of the spicy Honey McCrispy. And here is our take on the very spicy McChicken crispy. And our big chicken nuggets. So guys, this is my take on the honey spicy McCrispy chicken from McDonald's. They're not going to be here for long, but you can always make it yourself whenever you want to. Extremely easy, extremely tasteful, tasty, lots of flavor. If you don't want all the spices and all that, then you just take them out and you find yourself, you find yourself having a McChicken sandwich. Our take on the chicken nuggets, hey, why not? I mean, they're bigger. They're probably going to be a lot better too. You know what? I'm going to give one a try because they're kind of like staring at me right now. Yeah, these guys are good. The spicy honey drizzle on it adds a little level to it. They're really moist, really tasteful. So, that's another thing, guys. Just don't always eat the same thing and save your money. Fast food, you're going to be paying a fortune. If you can make it at home, why not? You know? So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. hit the notification if you want to be kept in the loop for all the other episodes coming up. And leave a comment. I mean, if you have an idea for a recipe, you want me to try something, leave it in there. I'll be more happy and glad to try it out and give you a shout out. So until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.